Good morning. That is everyone. That's my phone and watch go off. Let me get up. I'm knackered. What's the time? 7. Guess what? It's raining. Right, let me tell you the story, shall I? I'm gonna get up, have a little look around this mess. Like this is what I'm waking up to. Rain, yet more rain. A load of mud on the roof there. Look at my stuff scattered, piled up. God, look at that. What a mess. I've had to keep it all off the deck. These little camping tables around, I might get enough of them. Alright. Let's sit up and have a chat. Morning. Right, so we talk fishing. Farm's that. Should we talk fishing or should we talk about something else? Did I catch a fish? Well, there's good news. So what happened last night, I committed a cardinal sin last night, really. I was a bit naughty. The weather is a bloody... I keep going on about the rain. It's raining yet again this morning. It's meant to be drying up. So, got to about... It gets really, really dark at the water's edge. Shut up. It gets really, really dark at the water's edge, like I said before. So about 7, 8, I was in bed by 8. I've done a YouTube live thing, so you can check that out there. There was a few people popped on and said hello. Left the rods out. Rain. Left-hand rod kept having little donks on it, and that was the one that had the maggots on it. And I had a feeling it was like a small fish or whatever. Anyway, fell asleep solid. I think it was midnight, 12:15 it was. Beep, 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 beep. Left-hand rod flies off. It was a nightmare. Because I put my head torch on with my bobble hat, they both fell off in the night. So I had no torch. I tried to put that light on, wouldn't work. Panicked, got my boots on, ran out in the mud. Managed to sort some lights out. Managed to get my head torch on. Reeled in, luckily the fish didn't go too fast, and I reeled in, I caught a fish. And I'll put a picture up here. And as you'll see if you know anything about fish, unfortunately it's what they call like a horrible little snotty bream. No, nice sized bream actually. So I landed that, put that back in, unhooked it, well, unhooked itself actually. I had a drink of water, put that back in, and then I thought, sod this, I wanted to get some sleep, so I reeled in both rods. One rod was already in, I reeled the other one in. So I basically turned the alarms off, went to bed, midnight, about 12:30, and slept solid. Straight through till 7 this morning. God, what a sleep that was, lovely. These beds, I've got the, I'm talking about fishing gear now, these beds. I've got this tracker bed, I think I've done a video about the tracker bed, and the Sonic SK-Tech sleeping bag. I was snug. I must admit, I slept in my bloody coat as well. Snug and warm. Awful weather. It's just not letting up. I don't know, I'm going to pack away today. Luckily, as I said before, because I'm on the club water, you haven't got to rush around and pack away, so I'm going to leave it a little bit. I managed to have a cup of coffee this morning, and I start putting a few bits away. I come out of a plan earlier, laying down. I might, when the rain eases up, I might put the sleeping bag and the bed and the sleeping bag in the back of the car and get the chair out, because there's very limited space this 100. So I'm going to put the bed in the car, I think, and get the chair out so I've got more space then, and I can relax then. I hope it brightens up so I can open the door up and watch the water. I haven't got the rods back out yet. What's the time now? So those watching that are into carp fishing big time, don't moan too much. You know, it's up to the individual really. I do want to get... Sometimes you're better off reeling in. If you can't handle the fish or can't handle catching the fish in the night, looking after it and doing carp care and that, it's not worth doing. Normally I'm with a crowd of lads. Brian, my mate Brian's over the other side there. Everyone else has gone home, so... and there's a dodgy little step there. I nearly took a tumble. It's very slippy, the bank's very slippy. So I'm going to go out there now, make myself, I think I'll bait up, put the lock rods out, make myself a cup of coffee. And I've been laying thinking this morning about the 10 best 100. I'm tempted to get my mates took this one back, or swapped it, or sold it, and got the 10-pence 100T, which is taller. But I don't think the heights will make much difference. The footprint, the width and depth is still the same flipping size. They're quite snug, which is fine for the better weather, but in this weather, if you're forced all inside, you're a bit squashed up. And with these brollies as well, you have to buy them. You have to buy a ground sheet extra, which I've got obviously. You have to buy the front extra. The front I've got is just to fill in what I call infill. It's got no clear windows or anything like that, so you can't watch the bank or anything. So I'm looking at going, I was going to get the 10-pence 100T, which is taller. I might look at going back to a bit. I've got a big chub bivvy, which is a bit too big, a 2-man chub. Takes a little while to put up. So I'm now toying with the idea of looking at a 10-pence tracker bivvy system, or I quite like the Frontier, the Fox Frontier X. I think they do a Fox Frontier X, and I think it's a Fox Frontier XD, I'm thinking. But the X is slightly bigger. But they come, difference is, excuse me, I need to drink. Difference is with a bivvy, they come with all the doors and all that already. So although it's going to cost more in the long run, although it's going to cost more up front, sorry, with a brolly system, you've got to buy the bits, add it on, so it's going to cost a few quid anyway. But with the bivvy, you've got it all ready to go. So you get the doors, ground sheet, the lot, clear doors. I think you have to buy a few bits, but so I'm gonna go outside now, get a flipping drink. I think make some coffee. I'm gonna go outside, bait up, put the rods back out, and then make sure a nice cup of coffee. And then I'm gonna sit here and have a look on the internet, see what's about. There's a few videos on the Frontier X. I'm leaning towards that. I think you can put it up really quickly. I think you've got a bit of space in there. So we'll have a look. Or one of the tracker bivvies. I do like the tracker, I must admit. Filthy dirty, this thing. I have to wash this down. Anyway, that's enough for now. I'll get the rods out. I'll message the others because they keep messaging me. Let them know what happened last night. Should I admit that I reeled in? Don't know. Will I hear the last of it? At least I stayed the night. I'll catch you in a bit. Thank you people for watching. Bye bye. I'm out in the fresh air now. This ain't too bad now. It's drier. You get very cooped up in these little bivvies and that. Let me have a little show you around. Look, there's a couple of guys there with some big. This cheating, he's got a camper van. He's got a nice big boots, a couple of bivvies there. That's what you're dealing with this bog here, look. We'll walk you around to where I am. Come on, swim. I feel a bit better now. Bit happier this morning, bit happier. I might move the bivvy, I've decided. I'm going to put some bits in the car anyway. Bivvy, umbrella. I might move it, because they're so small, like you can just unpeg it, lift it up and move it. Might move it to here. Bit of dry grass here. I mean, this is what I'm dealing with at the moment. In and out, in and out, in and out, look. I've got to put a few bits back in the car anyway, and I can cast out, and then we'll relax a bit then. Open the door up on the tent, put my chair in there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do after this morning. I'll have a quick tidy up first, I think, before I do anything. I'm going to move that over, put some bits in the car first that I don't need. I can't, that bog, I knew I should. I did set it back up here first in the first place when I got here. But the rain was drifting in, driving in, so I thought I'd put it in there tucked away, but it turned out to be a bit of a mistake. But I'm here for the rest of the day, I think. It needs a wipe down, so when I get back in, when the weather's better, when the club's shut for a month, the weather's better, I'm going to give it a wipe down. And I might sell that on for something. I don't know yet, I'll have a little look around and I'll decide. Not sure yet, so yeah, I think I'll go in to see Brian. Yeah, I think I'll put some bits in the car while it's dry. Won't be bed in the car, I think. Move it over, move the ground sheet over. Move it over, move the ground sheet over, and got to do my bacon and eggs. Might do it outdoors. It's a bit better up here, look. I'll set it right back here if I want. It does look a little bit better today. A little bit still cloudy, but not like yesterday. Yesterday it was just black clouds coming over like a nightmare. I'll be here for only a few hours. I'll be here till after lunch, I think. I'm going to do myself a nice egg and bake, and that'll last me till after lunch. Start putting some stuff in the motor, I think. Got to catch one tonight before I go. I've caught one bream. I think I showed you the picture earlier. I want to get a nice little carp actually. Nice little swim here. I can see what I'm doing now. Fishing in the night is a nightmare in that weather. Absolutely not, especially this time of year. It's pitch black. In the summer, you can sort of, when the moon's out, you can almost sort of see in the dark, you know. This time of year it's a bloody awful, so I'll be back in a sec. Let me just have a little fiddle about while it's dry. Well, it's a bit dry this morning. I've moved positions. I haven't done breakfast yet. I've moved positions and I did a bit of a tie up. Started putting stuff in the car, and the weather's not looking great. You know what? I feel a bit bad really, but I might pack up and shoot home. I'm not even going to bother doing breakfast, I don't think. It's one of those days I'm just not feeling it. Everything's just muddy. Like, it's drying out today, but every time you move, you drop something, it just goes in the mud. Table went over in the mud. The bloody. Every time you move, it's these 10 past 100s are bloody tiny. You got nowhere. You can't swing a cat in the bloody things. Every time you move, you can't even sit in the chair. Your head hits the bloody ceiling, the roof of the bivvy. I've got one rod reeled in. I've got one rod out there, but it's got old bait on it, so I thought I might as well give it a go. I'm gonna slowly start packing away. I don't even think I can be bothered doing bacon and eggs rolls this morning. Make a mess. I feel a bit bad really. But I'm going to start having a little slow pack away, see what happens. The weather's holding out at the moment. The bivvy seems to be drying out a bit actually, so, or the brolly, sorry. I'm just getting it, I've got the hump. It's the bloody worst weather I've ever fished in really. Anything but wind and rain really. Or rain, wind you can handle. Well, you don't want it hot and baking hot, but I just feel, you can probably tell from my voice I'm on a bit of a bloody downer. It's getting my, well, the car's not far away. I'm just so tempted, I'm up early, I'm so tempted to pack up and have a coffee at home. I was going to do myself a coffee, but can't be bothered to do that really, get all the gear out, make a coffee. Shall I? Oh, I don't know. If I stay another night, I'd set back up. I've moved, but I'll stay another night, I'd set back up and carry on and get into it, because I'm only here for the rest of the day, or was going to be here for the rest of the day. I'm not too fussed really. Look, have a look at the bloody mess here, look, I'll show you. I've moved now, so there's the rods there. There's the rods there, look. And this is where the brolly was. This is the bulk of the mud. It's drying out a bit now, but... And there's the... I'm sort of packing away. I mean, how much space you got any space there, so look. Like I bought some spare socks. Right, I think the next video could be, next clip, end of the video, could be me sitting in the car driving off Sulkin. I'll say goodbye to Brian, see how he's getting on. It's getting a bit cloudy, so I better start doing a few bits, I think. I'll see you in a bit. Not happy. This is real fishing, isn't it? Yeah. Bye-bye. I feel a bit better now. I've chilled out a bit. I was a bit umpy earlier. I've calmed down a little bit. I've sat in my umbrella for a little bit and relaxed. Got my head together. And I'm having a little tidy up. I'm not rushing off now. We'll have a little tidy up, put some rubbish away. Yeah, I might put some bait. I'm tempted actually to just put everything away and just put some bait on the rods. Don't even have a chair, just stand up and walk about a bit. Put some bait back on. I've got one out, one rod out, one rod's not out, but I might put some bait on and have a little go. The weather's not too bad, the rain's held off now, but it's a bit windy, but yeah, I've sort of chilled out now, so I can relax. But I won't be doing any more cooking, so I'm going to put the cooking stuff away. I'll get something when I get in, I think, it'll be easier. I can't be messing with all that this morning. So, and I might pop over around and show you Brian's swim around there, but I'll show you the bog that he's got to contend with as well. I think his bivvy was leaking last night as well. I've done a little video, what they call a short, a YouTube short. I was sitting the brolly earlier, the 10 past 100, which is the same as the 10 past 100T. The 100T is a bit taller. And there's literally water coming through. I mean, I've always rated the 10 past 1, the tracker stuff. But it's not good. It shouldn't be having water running through like that. It's not condensation. You get condensation, so a lot of these bivvies and that's manufacturers supply you with like an inner tent. But that's literally just rainwater coming through. It's thin fabric. But the more expensive one is the 10,000. I think that is 10,000D. I think 20,000. Whatever it's called, the material, the thickness. But that's really, really dark. But that shouldn't be leaking like that. I don't think. That's not right. I'm not happy about that. I'm tempted to write to Tracker about that, you know, because that's not right. They shouldn't be leaking like that. Not for that sort of money. They're 300 and something quid, 350 quid for these things. Bloody joke, really. Anyway, I'm going to tie it up a little bit and I'll be back in a minute. So you should be able to see behind me the rod's in the water there. I've got one in the water, one not. One's got bait on, one hasn't. So I might flick that back out, put some bait on that. The maggot idea wasn't the best idea in the world. I didn't put enough maggots on. If you saw me last night, it was peeing down with rain. I wanted a big bunch of maggots, that was the plan. But There's bream and roach in there, that's the problem, which nibble. They love a bit of they love the old maggots. So I might just put a board on that. I might cut that back, take that maggot ring off, flick that back out, and actually I might do it now. Bloody windy and cold. I say I was going to stay a bit longer. The bloody wind's got up. It's going to turn cold again now. So we'll see. I'll see you in a bit. Thank you for watching anyway so far. Thank you. I'm looking forward to do some more videos in the better weather, I must admit. I do love the old fishing, but this is just one of those days. Next weekend it's probably going to be lovely, you know. But there you go. It's one of those things that happens, and I had it in my head to go once the car was loaded up, ready to go. I wanted to go. I wasn't going to turn back and knock it on the head. I had it in my head to go, and I was looking forward. I've been looking forward to this all week, so. It's been alright, I've had a couple of beers, nice sleep. I caught one little bream. Right, that's me done unpacking away, I'm virtually gone, so thank you for watching, people. I think today, this weekend, or Saturday at least today, is one of those days that I think I would call a do-nothing day. If there's such a thing as a do-nothing day, this was today. It's one of those days where you've got to get up in the morning, nice and warm in your house, if you haven't got work. Put the heating on, make yourself a nice cup of tea and a bit of toast or bacon sandwich and watch TV. Put the heating up and watch a film. That's what I should be doing today. No DIY, no nothing. The weather's just crap. It's not a fishing day, it's not a DIY day, it's a nothing day. Do nothing day, that's what I announced today, a do nothing day. I'm packing away, I'm virtually packed away now. Shooting home, strip off. I'm going to leave the car I'm going to leave the stuff in the motor, sorry, over a little bit. I might sort it out later on. I've wiped a few bits up as I've gone along, I must admit. I thought I'd better wipe it clean now while I can before the next trip out. So when the weather's better, I'll take it all out my storage area, put it in the garden, clean it when I get it ready for the next session. Meanwhile, I'm going to pack away, load the car up, and I'll wave you goodbye. Thank you for watching. Sorry this video wasn't too much about fishing, more about me moaning about the weather. But this is reality, this is like reality, this is not what you see on the TV and a lot of YouTube channels. This is like real fishing. This is like certain people on the internet and on TV seem to get the best weather and the best. It's all pre-set up for them, but this is real fishing. Turn up and it's not always sunny and brilliant and catching 20 carp in one go. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a bit crap and cold and wintry, and you can hear the wind now. I've a bet, you know, it depends. It's March. Roll on a couple of months' time. I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. Ta-ra. Thank you. Bye bye.